Okay, folks, here we go again. Today is the 20th of May, 2017, and you've seen me before in this kind of a picture here. So we're in the garbanzo planting here, and I'm trying to give an update here, primarily for the folks at Davis. And again, not to rub this in there, but those of you who still are skeptical that any of this is going on and it's happening here. And also, I guess, to invite folks who aren't involved in the June 6th event, in particular some of the NRCS people, to whom I'll send this update to. So you'll see, this is the context. We will be just over there to the middle of this field under a tent when we have the educational event, and that many of you are involved with already there. But as a little bit of an enticement or an encouragement to come, I'll show you what we'll be showcasing, at least in part of the program on that day. It's a Tuesday, June 6th, and we start here at about 9 o'clock. It's a full day or full half day's program, but there's a lot to do, and it's the way we're preparing this is going to be really putting a premium on the learning of the participants and getting the most out of this. And all the presenters are preparing in that kind of a way. There'll be interactive things going on, and we're going to do a lot of different things. So my encouragement is to come sign up online there so we have some idea about the lunch there ahead of time. But please join us on the 6th. It should be a very good day. These are the garbanzos as of today. This is obviously no-till. You can see the residue right here. This is quite a lot of sorghum residue we had from last year, and that was a big challenge. I think I've mentioned this before. When I put this video together later on this afternoon, if I have time, I'll show you the planting and how that went with the planter. And by the way, at the June 6th event, that planter that we used from California Ag Solutions, they loaned us their planter and actually helped us with the planting operation that day. That planter will be here. There'll be 2 or 3 of their people who will be on the program as well to show a little bit about how the planter works and some special things that it has. And then we'll also have our own planter that is going to be fitted with a front-mounted bar that will have cover crop rollers on each row unit there. So we're trying that in the cover crop on the other side of the field station here this year. But that's something else that we'll show to the audience or the participants there. So we had some problems this year with some of the planting here, and I'll just quickly go over those. You're in right here is a CT or a no-till plot without a cover crop. We got fairly decent stands here, I think, in everything except the standard tillage cover crop plot. That was the one that the cover crop was green manured or incorporated, and for a variety of reasons, Dr. Lynn Epstein is trying to figure out what really happened there, what kind of stand establishment problems we had. It was a disease, was it insects, so we're not really sure. Was it bad weather, cold soil temperatures, pathogens, a whole lot of things we're looking at. And she's doing really a lot of work with and for us on this project there. So Lynn, we're very grateful to that. I want you to know that. But we had very poor stand in the standard till cover crop plots. In fact, we had to hand, or with the tractor, one row line replant some of those plots, and that's the first time we've ever had to do that. But they're catching up now a little bit. The planting itself was quite challenging, and we, thanks to Cal Ag Solutions, Matt, Carrie, Silas, the whole crew there, Monty from afar there, but we're really grateful for that, and we got a decent stand here. So we're not fighting a stand problem here. Now it's just a question of putting on a very little water here. These will not get any nitrogen. There's probably enough nitrogen in the soil already throughout the season, and just time it so we can dry them and they can be harvested later. I remind you that the last 2 years, for garbanzos anyway, we've had similar yields pretty much across the board in both years here. So the no-till has yielded the same or a little bit higher actually, if I think about it there, than the standard till here, and we'll see what happens in this year. But there are some spots that you can see right over there. There's a weak spot, the planter, something happened there, or it didn't fill in very well. And some other plots, there are some more. There's another spot right over there. where there are, 2 or 3 feet of skips, and that's not a good thing, and that's something we got to pay attention to and improve there. But by and large, the plants are growing relatively well with very minimal inputs right now. And so the idea or the story would be that with these 2 crops, garbanzo's here, and then we plant sorghum on Monday of this week, on the 22nd. These are crops you can do this for. There's no hesitation about that, and you should be able to no-till plant these kind of crops here effectively and cheaply in California as part of a rotation. So I think that's one demonstration that's come out of here. Other than that, the struggles we had with the Standard Till incorporated cover crop system, that's about it, I think, at this point here. We're going to plant the sorghum this coming week there, and should have that up and very small growing by the 6th of June for folks to see it there. So in the rest of the video, you'll see the planting operations, and again, we're very grateful to California Ag Solutions and their team there. Really, it was a great planting effort there, and for all the collaboration, we're grateful to you all there. Thanks very much, and to you all there, we look forward to hosting you and being part of the program with many of you on the 6th of June. The NRCS people to whom I'll send this out through Anita Brown maybe in the state office there, just to let people know that they'll actually have a chance, and there'll be several NRCS people on the program too, to actually see things in addition to hear some very, very good presenters there. So thanks very much, everyone. We'll see you later on.